if ever you brought a girl over, they'd be like, "Oh, is this your girlfriend? Like, is this it? Are you gonna marry her?" It's like, what? Come on, stop.
It's not a girlfriend. It's a one night stand.
Oh, yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to Dumb Apes podcast. Today we have 5 dumb apes on scene, and today we're going to talk about how to identify yourself. Alright, since we all done a result for done a quiz on self-identification, and 4 of us here got tested European, which is me, and what else? Australian, and the other one is
Mediterranean.
Oh, Mediterranean, and the Australian. Okay. All right. So.
Was it long yet?
Long.
I got the same thing.
Yeah.
As you.
Oh no.
Yes.
All right. So I'm just gonna start out from the sequence, like since the other dumb apes is not here, I'm just gonna read it out. Like my result is European with your deep appreciation of history and classical architecture. You'll fit in to any of countries in Europe. You're very progressive in the way of thinking and tend to learn more. Left in your political belief, you're sure to get your midday nap in every day. Well, I'm not getting a nap every day, so I don't know why that fits the description for European. Yeah, do you guys think that is a good representation of me just by spending time with me? I figure that. Would it be a little bit off or no?
I think it's perfect for you.
Alright, well, we can talk about the other ape next time. But alright, next one, it's Mediterranean. You're generally talking empathetically with your hands and love to tell great stories. Somewhere you say that your personality is larger than life, but you also know how to sit back and take it all in, and magic and wonder around you. Your family is incredibly important to you, and they strive to keep things simple and to go with the flow of life. Is that a good description of you, Elon?
It's kind of weird because I for that question that asked if your family was like close, I was like, they're fairly distant. So that one point about being close with the family is kind of weird.
Okay, what about Nith? Do you remember that one?
I mean, I have the description in front of me, so a lot of it is true, but a lot of it I don't think. Like, for example, where was it? I mean, my personality larger than life. Sometimes I don't know.
Right? Yeah. No, I was like, well, what is that?
Okay, but like.
And I love to tell a great story. I don't think I'm like an amazing storyteller.
Okay. Well, it probably depends on like what kind of story that you're trying to tell, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm giving a presentation and I can think through what I'm going to say, then yeah, I can give a good story. But if it's just off the cuff, like at a party or something, I'm not the one to do it.
Okay, I see. Alright, but like, although you're mentioning that you're not close to your family, or?
Yeah. I think one of the points was that you were close, like knit with your family or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it says your family is incredibly important to you, and you strive to keep things simple and go with the flow of life. That last part is true for me. The first part, I mean, like, I am pretty close, but I wouldn't say like I'm like super tight.
Okay. Yeah, we can get back to that family question in a bit. And now let's go to Sunny's page, Australian. You're about as laid back and friendly as they come. You'll go out of your ways to make strangers feel comfortable and are likely to drink everyone under the table by the end of the night. That's pretty true, right? We all can testify that. And you don't mind taking a few risks if it leads to amazing and unforgettable experience. Is that true, Sunny? The very last part, like we all concur on the part that you can drink everyone off the table.
What was the last part though? Can you say that one part again?
The last part, it's you don't mind taking a few risks if it leads to amazing and unforgettable experiences.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true sometimes. Like, if it's for something that I feel like I don't really care about, then I'm like maybe I could take a few risks here and there. But for the important stuff, obviously I'll do an actual risk assessment. Won't take too many risks. But, for stuff that's not as important.
All right. Since this topic, it's related to how to identify yourself. Like the first one that we're gonna talk about is like, what are the aspects of your culture that you don't like? Well, why don't we just do a quick introduction of our culture? So, me representing China, well, sort of Chinese culture. Well, even though a lot of people don't agree. I'll guess like Chinese culture and American culture 50-50. Maybe American culture more.
80-20.
80-20. All right, I like that. I really don't get to say anything about how to identify yourself. It's pretty much like how other people identify me. So, all right, next one. Who wanna go next?
I'm Vietnamese, I guess. That's I've been in America most of my life though, so I'd probably identify more as American than Vietnamese.
Yeah, but like, isn't
Were you
it?
not born in America?
I was born in Vietnam, but I came here at like 3 years. So
Yeah, but like you're
At some point
hiding.
you were like half Chinese.
Lon is hiding part of your identity, right? Your half.
oh yeah. My dad's side is Chinese, but he married a Vietnamese woman and lived in Vietnam for most of his life. So
But did you adapt any kind of Chinese aspect or any Chinese culture?
no, not really. I haven't seen like any Chinese parts of him at all. So
Okay.
I have no idea.
All right, next one. Next person.
I'll go. So I'm full Chinese, but I was born in America and lived in America pretty much my whole life.
So you identify Chinese culture more or like American culture more?
Probably Chinese culture a little bit more. My dad's old Asian, so he's not really too fond of embracing the American culture. So
Okay, but like, do you guys think that Sunny is more American or more Chinese just by talking with him?
I think more of a mix.
More of
It's not like one way or the other.
Okay, cool. All right.
am I more Chinese than Ethan?
Yes.
Wait, what? No.
Easy question.
Okay, but like, if you're saying that, like, what is the matrix that you're judging? What's the scale that you're coming off? That why I was born in China. I was relatively raised in China, but why I'm more American than Sunny? This is like ABC.
You had a full-on American family, like just a straight-up American family you were raised by.
The number of times you go into Flowers increases
Come
how
on.
American you are.
No, flowers does not equal to American culture.
More like
It does.
the things that you decide to do and like your mannerisms, your actions, that kind of stuff.
Okay,
Oh, you dyed your hair for one. Like that's
everyone dyes their hair,
That's kind of
man.
a
Not just me.
That's kind of an Asian thing to do, honestly.
Japanese, maybe. I feel like I don't see a whole lot of Chinese people dye their hair.
Oh, there's a lot of Chinese people dye their hair.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Korean, Chinese, they're the ones that they'll typically show as people who dye.
Okay, Koreans for sure, but I didn't know that the Chinese did it. Didn't you say that you felt like super out of place because your hair was dyed when you went back to?
Oh yeah, I got stopped by a cop for 4 times a week in Hong Kong, and for no reason.
Yeah, see, right? It's not.
They're American terrorists.
That's that's an entire territory that doesn't think you're Chinese either.
Well, I guess my profile fits better to a criminal profile under Hong Kong people or Hong Kong police category of how to identify criminal. So, all right, last person. How do you? Come on.
Yeah, so I'm like ethnically full Sri Lankan.
Mm-hmm.
Both my parents born and raised there, but I was born and raised in the U.S. So I feel like I identify more as a U.S. citizen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely like not. I definitely like have borrowed things from Eastern cultures.
Mm-hmm. So let's jump back to the first question. Like, what are the aspect of your culture that you don't like? Anyone want to go first?
Oh god! So in the Vietnamese, we have a culture of like making fun of each other and then making each other feel as uncomfortable as possible. One good example is like we celebrate Chinese New Year with we give out leases, which are just like envelopes full of money. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to like go up to the person with the leasee, and you're supposed to be like act all like thankful or whatever, and like say nice stuff about them, and like you're just in front of a crowd of your family, and if you don't say the right things, everybody's just gonna laugh at you, make fun of you. It's horrible. And then other than that too, like they will like insult you straight to your face. Like they have no chill. Like that's just the way the Vietnamese are, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's kind of similar to Chinese culture because that's one thing that I just noticed in Hong Kong. I wasn't aware of it in the past, but like right now it's like Chinese people do laugh at each other's accent, and the people are being laughed at and are okay with it. Well, I felt like deep down it's not, or she or him, it's not okay, but like they just kind of accept the fact that this is norm and this is like normal for people to do in that society. But it's like kind of weird if like let's say one of you guys are learning Chinese, right, and you're picking up the word and not pronouncing the right pronunciation, and people laugh at you. That's gonna be super rude and not respectful, right? And that is like super normal in Chinese culture or Asian culture, I guess. But yeah, and even I felt like even for foreigner or English speaking people, they still laugh at people's accent, like their English accent, or make fun.
The thing is though, like, are you being forced into this embarrassing situation? It's kind of like analogous to like school presentations. It's like you're in a family meeting, but you have to give out a school presentation. Kind of, it feels like you're giving out a presentation in front of like classmates or something. Like that's what it feels like. I guess is the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah. But like, there's like one girl I'm sorry. There's like one girl in my college class in UW, and she was like making fun of this like Chinese girl's accent. Like, she was pronouncing apple, but like she wasn't pronouncing apple. She was like pronouncing apple or apple, right? And then like right after she said that, the other girl was like mimicking her accent. So I just kind of noticed like for Western culture, they don't do it in front of your face, but like for Asian culture, they just like do it in front of your face. But even then, it's like kind of rude for like just do it in front of people's
Yeah.
face, you know?
Yeah, I remember my dad used to talk a lot of smack about. Sometimes he would meet Vietnamese people who would try to speak Chinese, and like he knows that they have a weird way of pronouncing certain words or like an accent. And he used to talk a lot of smack about that for some reason.
Mm.
Honestly, I'd rather have you like people be direct about it rather than hide it, like so you know that people are making fun of you. You know.
Yeah, I get it. So, but like one of the, so that would be a aspect that you don't like about your culture.
For me,
Yeah.
one thing I don't like is like there's this part of like gift giving and receiving culture where like you can't, no matter what, accept someone else's gift. But well, you do accept it eventually, but you just have to like you have to fight it off for so long.
Oh, you had to like fake it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
My family did that too.
Yeah, it's just so stupid. Just accept the gift and give them something back later. Like the show is just so stupid.
That happens a lot in China. I feel like Chinese culture can represent that at most, because like, you know, Sonny, if you know, like we're not just giving gifts, like we just straight up giving money, like giving cash in a
Yeah, I know.
right, in a red envelope, but not just for New Year's Eve or like for New Year, Chinese New Year, but like there's a lot of occasion like people are getting married, or you're trying to get
Yeah.
like show your respect to a person. You put your cash in the red envelope and just give it to them. It's just kind of interesting to me, but yeah, like they still do this like fighting thing.
Yeah, I remember when I was like 10, I think, our grandma actually came to live at our house for a couple of years, and she and my mom got into this big argument over just, she wanted to give our mom some money, and like, I think it lasted several hours at least. It was just them telling the other no.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of which, like, so for you guys, like, giving gifts is a on a holiday thing, or just like generally in your culture, if you want to show somebody respect, you buy a gift, or and then give it to them, or is that only happens on holidays?
Just depends on the situation. I feel like normally, like, even if I just visit family, even not on a holiday, usually we have to give them some gifts just because we don't see them very often. So
Yeah.
What about you, Lo?
Yeah, no, we're not really a gift giving family. We don't do a lot of gifts.
But like, is it normal?
just insults.
Just insult.
Yes. Well, no, it's just my family in specific. I'm sure other families, other Vietnamese families are doing like American style holidays and giving gifts and stuff.
Oh yeah, when you say insult, or like, does your culture or your family just be like calling you a stupid kid, or like a dumb kid when you messed up something or got a horrible grade?
I mean, no, but didn't really get many opportunities for that. I feel like my mom was not like that, and same with my dad. So I don't know how it would be like in general.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really generalize for everyone, but I'd say in general, like in Asian cultures, there's definitely like a you're expected to be intelligent.
Yeah, and yeah, right. You're expected to be intelligent, and if sometime you messed up and just your parents or friends be just calling you idiots or you're being dumb, straight up insult.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine some kids got that. I didn't receive any of that.
Yeah, I have to put up with my parents with that like for my entire elementary life. What about you guys?
Yeah, my parents didn't have any of those expectations, like the stereotypical, like you have to be a doctor Asian parent. Like one story was that my mom, when I told her I wanted to go to UW, she was like, "Don't you think that's a bit hard?" Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So like your parents don't do any kind of encouragement when it comes to a point that they see a thing might be difficult for you to reach?
Not really. She taught me how to deal cards so that in the future I'd have like the ability to deal cards if I needed to.
Did she try to sign you up for like technical school or something too?
Wait, what?
Did she try, or not technical, a trade school or something?
No. The idea of a trade school never came across her, but she did like give me like set me up with small jobs like in like remodeling and construction and stuff. So yeah.
Do you find that useful?
Was more her idea of a job. Yeah. She was more into like more practical jobs, I guess, like with less education.
Okay. Cool. Alright, next one is like which culture group that you're more comfortable talking with?
I mean, if I had to pick one or the other, then American.
And you guys the same?
Yeah, I can actually like speak the language
Yeah, but
much
like,
better.
even you speak and to your parents, you speak in English, right?
No, my parents don't speak English at all.
Oh, okay. What about Sunny?
Yeah,
too,
my mom
Sonny?
didn't speak. What is that? What?
You too, Sonny? Your parents don't?
Yeah, my mom's only English sense was that she couldn't speak English.
Nice.
Yeah. Although if I had to choose, I would say like the actual like Asian American instead of just one or the other, because I think that there's a lot of understanding and a little bit of culture there, for people who are born in this country that have like Asian parents.
Yeah, but like even
Yeah, I'd agree with that too.
that you speak
And
with
it's
them.
a little easier to talk to. Oh, sorry.
Even that you like communicate with them, what are the barriers that you come across that you find it's difficult for you to express or to articulate?
With who?
Asian American culture or like American culture?
No. Just like when you're talking with your parents or you're talking with your people that from your culture, not American culture. What are the barriers that you figure it's difficult to communicate with them or to have them know what you're talking about?
I can go first. For me, first of all, it's language.
Okay.
But even if like there is communicate, like if I can understand what they are saying, I do understand some of the language. But beyond that, it would be like just culture, like interests, common knowledge between us, that kind of stuff. Because their lives are completely different over there than my life here. So like I'm interested in the NFL, hockey, even data science or like socio-political issues in the US. Those things don't exist out there. So just like common interests just don't align. So that's a huge barrier right there.
Yeah.
Zach, how did you get into sports if not through your like family?
I live in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh has a lot of sports teams. So
Okay, so they're like friends and
through
stuff.
friends and yeah.
Cool.
Did Sunny freeze?
He froze on
He did.
the weirdest face.
As we're speaking about like culture, I kind of noticed that I brought a lot of American culture to Hong Kong. The way we like how we think in America. I mean, how I think in America is different. Like there's a lot of stuff don't exist in Asian culture. That is right. And to me, what I feel is like there's a lot of topics relates to racism. It's very sensitive in America, right? And me coming to Hong Kong felt like they also had that. I was talking to my buddy from UK. He was like saying, "Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of racism or people are racially discriminated in Hong Kong, but yeah, like people here just not focusing on your skin. They just feel like if you're a foreigner, no matter you're black, white, or it's like foreign to them. I assume. But yeah, I think I just brought that racism concept to Hong Kong. So I figure it's very interesting for a friend from UK to point that out.
Is your friend from UK like is he Asian now? Like, is he Asian UK?
No,
or is he just...
He's black. Yeah, like...
Okay.
Yeah, I was asking him if like people feel weird. Why would a Asian dude hang out with a black dude? And he was saying that probably it's they don't consider like racism or like culture segregation. It's more like, okay, you belong to Western culture, like to Hong Kong, because he hang out with quite a lot of locals, and like in Hong Kong, they don't really care about your skin. They just notice like if you're a foreigner or not. If you if you hang out with them, that's normal. Like no matter like whatever their skin color is. So yeah, I think that was a interesting point.
Yeah, because like you remember on Wednesday when I called you a guano, like that's probably the only word I know that would even like refer to another race or culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, besides like individually.
Yeah, but like
so I feel like
that term is very it's not a positive term though for foreigner. Do you adopt culture from your previous generation? Any behavior, the way you think, and the way you talk?
But just going off of what you were saying before, my parents are like so racist. Like I think they have one special term for black people. It's like the American blacks or whatever. Like they'll say it in the most aggressive tone you've ever heard. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not great. And it's like, it's really like, I guess it's a very degrading tone, I guess. Like there's like, those are people you should not be spending your time with, kind of. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
So it does have like racism in Asian culture.
Yeah. I guess I think my mom's a little bit cooler with it, but I definitely feel it with her too. Yeah.
Well, like, do you guys?
But was it like were they specifically targeting African Americans?
Yes, they literally said the Black Americans. Like I don't know how more obvious, and it was always towards Black people. So, I guess sometimes they would talk about like the Mexicans or whatever. Like if you're not white or Asian, like you're on the bottom rung of the ladder, basically.
Yeah, but like, isn't it from what I heard that Japanese culture is not favoring of white people? So if a Caucasian person going to Japan, they will be feeling like we're African Americans will feel in America.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So yeah. And there's no way for me to testify that because I'm not white, so.
Right. Yeah, we need a You need a Japanese person.
Yeah, isn't it the other ape is going to Japan after Hong Kong? So maybe he can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe he can.
He's gone to Japan before and he liked it. He's gone back, so I assume it wasn't too hostile to him.
Interesting. Cool. So it might be a different location or places. That happens to have that concept, I guess. Alright, but like, do you guys y'all know how to use chopsticks, right? Okay,
perfectly for me, but I can pass with it.
Oh, not perfectly.
Disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
Get out.
I mean, we eat with our hands, so.
Oh right, yeah. I should.
But like, okay, let me ask this: like, if you got a chopstick and you got a utensil or like fucking knife, which one that you will pick normally? Eating any kind of, eating. Okay, let's say any kind of food. Like which tool that you
Eat any kind of food.
Any kind of food.
Then I would go with either my hands or like utensils.
Okay, what about Lo?
I used to go for the chopsticks a lot, but yeah. I mean, usually chopsticks, yeah. Like
Okay.
even if I have soup or whatever, I'll have it. Like especially with noodles, if I'll have the chopsticks and then I'll slurp up the soup.
Yeah, do you guys know there's one of the fork ends? What's it called? The spoon.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like a spoon looking thing. But so this part it's fork and the bottom part
Spork.
spork, right?
Spork.
Bro, I love one of those. I prefer you. They're
I
so
hate them.
You just got a lot less Chinese.
yo, they're so convenient.
They don't work. They don't work as a fork or a spoon. Like it just, especially, and they're usually just plastic too. So it's like it's worthless. It's trash. It's
No,
literally
it's
trash.
not.
I just toss them every time.
It's not. Imagine you using chopstick trying to get a noodle, like up in your mouth. How is it? I don't know. Like, what's your level of using chopstick? But like me, I always get.
First thing I learned when I was.
No, like for me, I always get mocked at by my family whenever I'm using chopstick trying to get the noodle up in their mouth and couldn't get it right.
See, the technique is it's not just the chopstick. It's also the bowl. You use the bowl and the chopstick in tandem.
Yeah.
It works every time.
No, I'm fine with like most of noodle, but like there are one of those like rice noodle that is very what's it called? Hard to just get it on your chopstick. It's like it goes right off whenever you pick it up.
Right, yeah, that's why you use the bowl and you're just like, it's there. There's no way you can fail.
Yeah, but like
I guess you can. Actually, Nith, how do you eat soup with your hands? I don't. How does
I never
that?
said soup. Like soup is.
Don't you guys have a lot of curry too? Like how do you eat that with your hands?
We mix that with rice, or like we use like roti or like bread, and we scoop up the curry with the bread and eat it.
Oh, but then you pick up the rice with your hand. Like you don't actually mix the curry and the.
Well, you
rice.
mix the curry and the rice, and then you just eat it with your hand.
You just ignore all feelings and then just dip your hands in straight.
Yeah.
but
So your hands are always dirty, like when you're eating.
Yeah, but then you don't have to clean utensils at all.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, that's a good point.
Back to the rice noodle thing, like wouldn't the spork make it harder to pick up that last noodle, man?
well, you have your bowl. Like what I'm saying is like it works better when you having your own bowl to using a spork than using chopstick. But if you have if you guys go into eat hot pot and there's like a giant bowl and you're trying to pick it up the noodle, it's gonna be super difficult. Like you're gonna have like chopstick and one of those like bigger spoon. I mean, spoon to hold the noodle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. And also, it's easy to eat a fish with spunk, whatever you call it.
Easy to eat fish.
Yeah, because
I just use a fork for fish or my hands for fish. I don't know.
Yeah, but like there's soup, right? Like you can't actually get the soup if you're using fork. But like, are you
You
gonna?
literally have a bowl.
Yeah, but like, are you doing that in a restaurant though? Like, if you're
Yes.
seriously, you're in the house. I feel like you can do whatever you want, but like, I feel like if you're going to the restaurant, you kind of have to like making sure, like you know, the decency of.
At a restaurant, like if I had ramen or something, they usually give that big spoon. I could use that.
Right.
But then when it gets to the bottom, I'll definitely slurp it up with the bowl.
So y'all just don't left anything in the bowl?
No, I don't.
Well, that's very, very good. I usually just put in.
Oh yeah, I guess that's one thing about my culture is like we don't leave a single like grain of rice.
No, like
So every single
That's
grain out of the dish.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I guess that was a big difference when like a big culture shock when I went to America and ate with an American family for the first time, and like they just like throw stuff away, man. Like they just throw in, like they don't eat every last bit of meat off the bone or whatever, and they leave like cobs of corn on the whatever the stick thingy, and like they'll throw away the vegetables if they don't want it. It was crazy.
No, you put it in a to-go box. Like if you can't finish it.
No, I mean like at home. Like I was eating with like a white family, and they just ate whatever they wanted to, and then they throw away the rest, like without even putting it in the fridge for leftovers.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. But like my American family don't do that. But
Could be like different families.
yeah. I mean,
I
but
think
like
in general, what Long is saying is true.
Yeah.
I think in general.
In general, it is. I stay with I was staying at homestay in college for about 6 months, and this lady does do a lot, like throwing stuff away. So it was like kind of shocked for me. But like speaking of food, I feel like American culture or white culture, they don't eat food with bones, especially when they're eating fish.
Yeah.
But like, have you guys ever had like a chance to eat a fish with bones on it?
Oh, like eating the bones too.
Not eating the bones, just trying to get the meat out and then spit the bones out.
Oh, we'll eat the bones.
Yo, you eat the bones?
We'll fry it to the point where the bones are brittle enough to eat.
Yeah, it depends on
for some dishes.
Yeah, it depends on fish, right? But like if you're trying to cook a giant fish like this big, and you can't really deep fry that fish, right? And you gotta like steam it or like do whatever, marinate it, and there's gonna be a huge fish bone in the fish, right? But like normally what I see in from Mayo or QFC, they don't have that.
Oh, you mean the fillets?
Yeah, because they cut it so that there's no bones.
Right. But like in Asian market, in China or in Hong Kong, people sell them without doing that. So like it was like, for especially this time going back to China, I was like, bro, there's like fish bones in the fish. That's a new thing for me, like too.
Actually, I guess the other thing too is like in Asian markets, do you see a lot of cut up fruit and stuff? Like just generally prepared meals and like processed foods.
They do, but
I guess I'll see like a lot of candy and snacks and stuff.
Wait,
but as like prepared meals, like I don't see like frozen meals a lot.
Not frozen, but they do like a lot of instant meals, I think. Like
they do?
Cup noodles.
Oh yeah, definitely. Cup noodles are everywhere. Yeah.
What candy are you talking about, bro?
Like frozen steak and peas or whatever.
Oh, it's normal candy.
It's like the TV meals.
Normal candy.
Yeah, I've seen like
Jemima's
buns and pot stickers and stuff. I don't know about like meals, full on meals though. I don't know if that counts, but
Okay, Nitz, you were saying?
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about food, what are the food that you don't like in your culture?
The food?
Like, not a dish, but just like one ingredient or a veggie with the meat that you don't like.
Oh, bitter gourd. I don't know why, but like my family always cooks like bitter gourd. I can't eat that crap. It's so disgusting. Like I can eat like most of anything else that people put in front of me, but bitter gourd, I just cannot handle it for the life of me.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
That.
is
Okay.
it is
yeah, I
it
know what you're talking about.
is it like bitter melon?
I think
it's
it might be
like-
the same thing. Yeah. It might be called bitter melon, but yeah.
Have you guys?
We
I mean,
fry it and make it into like chips to eat with rice.
oh,
Ugh.
I had that. Like in Seattle somewhere.
Those
Like
ones.
it was so good. Like I don't know why you don't like it. It's so
What?
good.
It's really good.
I think
We have a
you
soup.
probably just like stir fried one or soup.
Yeah. We boil it with like a ground up meat, and then we just eat it like that.
Yeah.
And it's super bitter. Like it's
Yeah, that sounds bad.
It can't get pretty bad.
so is the fried up bitter melon not bitter?
It's not as bitter.
Okay.
And it tastes nice with rice.
No, it doesn't.
But the
Maybe
stir
you
fried
should
ones
try
don't
it.
really. Yeah, stir fried ones just still don't really taste all that good if you cut into chunks and do it with pork and stuff like that. No.
Yeah.
What about balut? Do you eat that, Mom?
Yeah. Dude, I used to love it as a kid, but as I've grown older, it's just I don't know, man. The little dead chick just keeps on like it keeps on looking worse and worse.
Do you guys know what we're talking about?
No, what are you talking about?
Are you talking about?
It's a Vietnamese dish called balut. It's like a half-born chicken that they cook while it's about to, like right before it's about to hatch, kind of. Yeah.
Oh,
And then they just.
oh, yeah. I
don't
heard
know
of
if
it.
that's right. Exactly.
I heard of it. But
Yeah.
yo, what's one of the food or plant veggie meat that you don't like, Sonny?
I mean, I'll eat most Chinese food, if not all. Maybe just mustard greens,
Mm.
but even then, like, it's still okay.
Wait, have you guys tried chicken feet?
Yeah, chicken feet.
What?
Chicken feet?
Oh. No, I haven't.
You should try that. It's so
I've seen them though. They look so weird.
It's so good, and when it's cooked right, it's so good.
See, like three of us.
It's hard to eat though. It's hard to eat.
Yeah, they do have one of those type that they strip the bone out. I mean the bones out, so easier for you to eat.
Wow.
But have you guys have one of those like marinated eggs, the black eggs? Sonny, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, tea egg, right?
The tea, not the tea egg, but like the black
I think it's called like
Soy berry.
century eggs.
century eggs.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about pita?
Yeah. Wait, have
I like that stuff.
have you guys had that?
Yeah, it's kind of expensive here, but it's super good.
You like it?
Oh, have you had the super salted eggs?
Super salty.
yeah.
The ones, yeah, the salt preserved eggs.
Oh yeah. I had that.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my god. With some
Are
rice.
eggs big in like Chinese and Vietnamese culture? Because I know it's big in Japanese, but
Yeah, dude, we are the founder
Yeah, I
of
guess so.
those eggs.
Invented it. Kind of chickens came from China.
No, like the process, how they process those eggs. It was like from.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this. It's probably around Tang Dynasty. I forgot like the exact time. Oh,
okay. Yeah, egg isn't really that big in my culture.
Yeah, what's one of the
Yeah,
things
same.
that is super big in your culture though?
It's just rice and different curries.
Dude, that's wild. Eggs like so easy to cook. Like, how do you even have breakfast without? I don't know. Do
I
you
just have
do
cereal.
breakfast,
I don't
lunch, and
even know.
dinner the same way?
Which person are you asking?
I mean, I think he's asking me.
Okay.
I mean, I like growing up. I would just have like just breakfast cereal as for breakfast. I know in India, and I don't know about Sri Lanka, but in India there's like they have something called dosa for breakfast or idli for breakfast. I don't know how to describe it at all. It's kind of bread like with different, I guess they're curries. It's not really curry, but you're just like dipping sauces with the bread essentially.
Oh yeah, right. But so in your cultures, do you value each meal? Like, do you value breakfast, lunch, dinner? Like, which meal is most important for you guys?
I have no clue. I'm guessing dinner.
Culture they value breakfast a lot. Like, there's a saying in China that like you start out your day with breakfast, with a good breakfast, and it has to be like some kind of like warm stuff, like soup or noodle stuff. But I just felt like American culture for breakfast is like either cereal or sandwich, or eggs, fried eggs. But yeah. All right. Wait, Sunny, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you have something to add on for what I just said? Do you notice that?
That depends. What did you just say?
Like I was saying, I was like, to me, I feel like Chinese culture they value breakfast a lot. Like you start out your day with the breakfast, with a warm like breakfast soup, noodle, whatever.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I think our family just doesn't do that here in America, but I've heard that as well. There's a lot of different types of breakfast, or like a good congee or something like that would be a good way for people to start their day or something like that.
Actually, I have a question for Nip. Like, do you have any weird fruits in your culture? I guess it's kind of hard because, like, I don't know. I don't see a lot of Indian markets, I guess.
What do you mean by weird fruits? Like just that wouldn't be sold in America, essentially?
Yeah, because we have like our dragon fruits, our whatever, our what's it called, the jackfruits and stuff.
Yeah, we have jackfruit too. That's probably the one. That was the one I was thinking of.
Oh, durian.
Durian, yep.
Oh, rambutan, mangustan.
Okay, I've never heard of that. Rambutan.
I think rambutan is in the Philippines. I think as well.
Rambutan, let's say.
Can you describe it?
Not really. I think it would be better to search on Google.
How do you spell it?
Rambutan, I think.
Rambutan. Okay. Oh, yo, I had that.
Oh, is it red?
Yes, it's red on the
so
outside,
good.
and then and then mangustan, MANGUSTAN.
It's like one of the under lychee type, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it. I don't think I've had any before. Is it good?
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Oh.
So those are, I guess, the kind of the exotic ones, at least in Sri Lanka.
Yo, but like,
I mean, coconuts are everywhere too, and mangoes
Right, yeah.
are big. But
we all like durian, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever tried that.
in like a decade or more.
Bro, this smells so good. A lot of people say it smells horrible, but I love it.
I'm sure I would
What is
like
it
it
called?
now, but
Durian?
October.
Durian.
Durian.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wait, is this jackfruit?
I think so. I think it's another name for jackfruit.
No, I think they're different.
It's different.
Both.
No, jackfruit is
Never mind.
jackfruit. Durian is durian.
Yeah, jackfruit is like harder, isn't it? It's or not harder, but it's like it's firm, whereas durian is like really soft.
And durian have a
like
lot
a
of
creamy.
spikes on it.
Well, the durian has a hard peel though, right? Hard surface.
Yeah, and there's a lot
Just like the jackfruit looks like.
Okay.
and durian smells bad for the people that don't like the smell, and jackfruit don't smell at all. I think.
Mm.
Oh, also papaya is kind of big as well.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Do you eat papayas whole, or do you have them in like fruits and stuff? I mean, in cooked.
Both. Yeah.
but do you guys cook at home normally, or just order takeout, like I did?
But I cook normally.
Well, what's one of the favorite?
When I lived alone, I would cook mostly.
Well, like, what are the dish, or like, what's one of the favorite dish that you like to cook?
I don't know why, but I keep doing mapo tofu.
Bro.
What?
I don't know why.
Mapo tofu.
Yeah. It's tofu cooked in fermented bean sauce and
Yeah.
chili peppers and stuff.
To me, it just felt like a lot of I'll say ABC, like you mapo tofu.
Dude,
That's the guy who likes sporks.
Sporks.
hey, he's not ABC, he's CBA. Okay.
See, wait, what?
What?
You're an American that was born in China.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Cool. That's funny. Man, we should. You know what? On the 26th or 27th, we should all go eat pho. I miss pho. They don't have good pho in Hong Kong. I miss the pho on the app. It's so good next to it with flowers.
Why are you trying to get us to go to the have next to flowers?
Well, so we can go to flowers after you having fun.
Didn't we say we'd like be his wingman on that night or something like that?
Yeah, exactly, man.
I don't think any of us agreed to it yet.
That's true.
Yet you have to add an "yet" on.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, next one. Oh yeah, are you guys feeling comfortable with your parents coming over, like living with you?
Like in the future, you mean?
Well,
Or you mean like
in the future, or maybe just they just haven't initiated that topic. Like, yeah, what if I come move to your apartment with you guys, with you, and where you should move back, you know?
are you talking about like the Asian thing where you're supposed to take care of your parents?
No, that's
When
not.
they-
No, I'm just.
No.
I'm just asking you. Are you guys will be comfortable living with your parents?
Right now, no. But like, yeah, just no. No. There's not even a but there. Just no.
Okay, what are the reason? Give me your reason.
Because I've lived with them for too long at this point.
Okay, what about Lo?
Yeah, same. I've got to know. Yeah, right. It's just a difficult. It was if ever you brought a girl over, they'd be like, "Oh, is this your girlfriend? Like, is this it? Are you gonna marry her?" It's like, what? Come on, stop.
It's not a girlfriend. It's a one night stand.
Oh yeah.
So like our thoughts just be like we can do a lot of things when your parents are around, right? That would be a mindset, right? Okay. Yeah, but like, do
It'd
you?
just be a bad look too. Like if you ever wanted to, like, I mean, bring friends over or something.
And get
Like
crazy.
Yeah, my family gets so weird around just other people in general. So, you know, it's just kind of uncomfortable sometimes.
But like, does your parents ever talk about this? Was your guys like how they feel with that you're moving out?
No.
Sort of. Yeah.
Or like, do they feel sad or do they feel okay? Just be like, okay, off you go.
They were definitely sad.
Okay.
They were definitely sad, especially because I'm the younger brother of two. So, like, after I left, it was just them two. So.
Oh, so you're the one that gets a lot of love, right?
I mean, we both do, but it was just like extra special when I left because, you know, they didn't have a child left in the house anymore for at least a little bit.
Okay, how often do you call your family though? Will you ever call your family? Just to
I get
check.
called most of the time. And like occasionally, if I know they'll bug me later and I like can't be bugged later, I will call and say.
Yeah, no, I don't call.
But like, do they call you?
Yeah, sometimes. Not as often now, actually. But yeah, sometimes.
Cool. Sunny?
No, we're not really that close, honestly.
But like, do you notice like there's a thing in Asian culture? I feel like there's an obligation whenever you head out somewhere far, and like when you landed it, when you arrive that place, you have to call your parents to make sure like to let them know, right?
Yeah, like I do that.
But like
that's like I don't know.
that's not in American culture. Yeah? Wait. Is it?
Depends on the family, but it's not as mainstream, I don't think.
On the scale of 1 to 10, describe your closeness and your relationship between your family, your parents.
Are you talking to me specifically?
No, like everyone.
Oh.
Well, what's a 1 and what's a 10? Like just so that I know kind of what the scale is.
Like 1 is you're not culturally related. You're not like you can't really talk about anything. There's no communication whatsoever. And 10 is like you call them or they call you. You constantly keep in touch with each other and talk about anything, and also culturally related to one another.
Yeah, maybe like a 2 or a 3 for me. Like we can say stuff about like how my life is generally going or whatever, or like talk about do I need anything, do I need food or whatever. But like other than that, no, nothing personal. Yes.
Maybe like a 1.5.
1.5.
Like we really just talk about holiday stuff and not even like barely anything else.
So this is hard for me because of just like how to define close. Because my mom calls me like every day. Like and I have to pick up or at least like tell her that like text her back that I'm busy or something like that. But in general, we don't really talk about anything. Like she asks me how was my day, like that kind of stuff. I just respond with like very, very, very much the same response every time. I don't want to talk. Essentially, I don't want to talk for too long. So I'm trying to get out of this conversation.
Oh, I see.
But also, I'm fairly close with them, so it's hard for me. I would say probably around a 6.
Yeah, I think like you and I are pretty much on the same around the same number, because I just this thing is like I call my parents or they just call me, but like literally what we do on the call is just be like put my phone there and then put their phone there and doing our own stuff. Like sometimes we talk about stuff, but like many times just be like be on the phone and mind our own business, you know.
I think I've been there for those, right?
What's that?
Well, haven't I been there? Like when you were on the call with your folks? Because somebody would call you and then you just put your phone there and then just like say something, right?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe at this point, I don't really get to say anything about my identity. I think, but yeah, how? But like, were you what? What?
I didn't say anything, man.
No, Nith was laughing. I want to know what you're laughing at, man. Bro, stop.
We've like convinced you without a doubt that you're not Chinese anymore. It's hilarious.
You know, that's what brainwash does to you. Is like everyone telling you the same thing, and it's like, okay, yeah.
I think you mean whitewashed.
Okay, but like the thing is, like, do you guys ever talked about your life decision with your family? Like, you guys talked about this, like consulting them, were they giving you a suggestion on what to do or not to do?
Not really. They usually tell me like generic, quote unquote sagely advice that like doesn't even actually apply to my situation, so it's not helpful, and they'll never ask about specific details of my situation. So it's in general not helpful to go to them usually.
Okay, what about Noah and Nith?
Same kind of thing. I don't really ask them for too much advice.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that they would give me advice on is marriage. That's kind of like the only thing.
Oh, so
Yeah, same with me. Almost never helpful. So
No,
I never
no.
ask.
I feel like this is just a general thing happens to all of us. So I just feel like, I mean, not just like culturally, it's like when you grow up, there's like fewer stuff that you can talk with your parents, and like where they are able to understand, or even they do understand, they'll just be like, well, Chinese culture will be like, they will be worrying about you of like your.
Well, I mean, like what I was talking about is like, for example, I'll ask them a yes or no question, and instead I'll get a story that like doesn't even relate to the question, and like by the end of it, I'm like, so what are you trying to tell me, yes or no, or something a little more direct than what they just told me.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since we're talking about like it relates to communication, like what are the communication style that is happening in America? I mean that American have, and what are the communication style that your culture have? For example, like how do you meet a person? Like what are the first thing to do of meeting a person in your culture?
Say what's up and dab them up.
Wait, what?
Is that what you do with your
Did
secret?
you say dab them up?
Yes. No, that's not dabbing, right?
You can unmute yourself, bro.
I completely forgot what
That's what dabbing is.
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
Sure, people would love to see you do that, Neth.
oh shit, it is. What the hell?
Wait, then what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about I don't know what it's called then. Shit.
Okay, then like act it out.
Describe it.
Like you grab each other's, like you grab a hand and then like you give that hug.
Oh, like
What's it called?
grab hand and then do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, like the bro hug.
What? It's not called a bro hug.
I don't know. Like I just that all the time to my friends here. So. No, but like you don't normally do that to a person that you just met, is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, like you do that to the person that you first met.
Sometimes, not all the time. Yeah, I agree with you. It's not all the time, but I don't know. I don't greet
I think
people.
he's talking about strangers, not people you know.
Yeah, I just say hi. Like that's all.
Do you have like what's it called? Communication, like you stare at each other's eyes to communicate.
For the most part.
Tell me, bro. Like you tell me, would it be weird if a person like you just met, or like your group member, come right on you, like you guys are this close, no matter is.
We went over this on Wednesday. Yes, it is weird.
I know, man. Like you don't have your personal space. Like what are you talking about? I need my personal space. The girl just be like showing her phone to me and be like, okay, here's the question I have problem with. And it's just like this close to me. It's like up in my face, bro. Like you don't.
I think that's not in general Chinese people, is it?
Yeah.
That's just this one person.
No.
I think in general, no.
In general, that's what it is. And there's a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's not just one person. I've come across with like 3 person in a group of 8 people.
Okay.
Of 8. Yeah.
You should tell Long the elevator story.
Oh yeah, the elevator. You wasn't here?
No, he was.
Yeah, the guy, one of my group member, he started touching me on my back. It's not like patting you, but like touching you on my back. And he was like looking to my shirt. I was like, bro, get elevator. I need my personal space and you're being homosexual.
Yeah, I remember that story. I just didn't know it was on the elevators. Yeah, that's you can't even escape at that point. There's nowhere to run.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the elevator.
And that's even worse. He's like nobody can see it. He can't. I don't know.
No, like 70 or 80% of them are female. So I'm assuming if he lays hands on them, they can probably file a sexual assault on him.
Wait. So are you saying that's normal?
Like I think it's normal for guys to be super close or like hugging each other. I mean when I say hugging, it's like they do a lot of hugging. Like when you're on your phone, I like kind of hug you from the back, or it's like picking your thing, your ding dong. When they mess with you.
They just casually go in and they're like, nice.
I'm being honest, but I'm being like standing on the point that from what I know, obviously, at this point, I can't represent any Chinese anymore. So
I'll let you know that I also think that's not Chinese behavior, Chinese specific.
What's that?
I don't think that behavior is Chinese specific or any culture specific.
No, I don't. You see, I don't know, but like the thing I do notice, like guys stay super close. It's just like there's like no personal space, and even with girls, they'll be like, you want to go to the bathroom with me? Saying to another girl, not me, right?
Okay, no, that happens in America all the time. Girls go in bathrooms in groups.
Yeah, but like
that's just how it works.
Yeah, the other thing they do is they hold hand, like they're holding hands and like grabbing each other's arm.
I mean, like
okay, so grabbing each other's arm, like I've seen that, but like, are you saying like?
Yeah, like
two grown adult women.
Okay. Yeah, like yep. Say like little kids do that. I don't know, but.
Okay, interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
I assume that just like show their appreciation to each other. Like, yeah, I like you. You're my bestie. But like, I think to this point, there's like what we can set as a result is there's no personal space in Asian culture, or at least Chinese culture.
Yeah, that might be true.
When you guys are working on something. Like working on going meeting after meeting, or like there's a project you have to finish, do you value your lunchtime, or
No.
No. Yeah, I know you don't.
Depends how hungry I am.
But like but like at least you'll have something, right? You won't have something extravagant.
Yeah, I'll always have something, but like, you know, the degree to which I like care about my lunch depends on how hungry I am.
Okay. What about Leon?
I don't really know what you mean. Like usually, like if in college, for example, if I had classes, like they'd be scheduled around lunch or something like that. Like I wouldn't go like 6 hours without eating or whatever.
I know, but like at least you'll have something, like at least an energy bar with a sandwich, right? You won't.
No, again, I don't know what you mean because like I'm usually eating around lunchtime. Like I've never really skipped lunch before.
I'm not saying skipping lunch, but like will you have that desire of getting a let's say a hot pot for lunch? Like it's like getting what you will normally get for dinner, but like for lunch.
Oh, is that your question? Okay, so
You have hot pots for dinner? I don't understand. That's like a midnight snack maybe at best.
You mean hot pot for lunch?
Still don't understand your question.
No, like
I think I understand it. Like, do you place a high value in lunch
right. Thank
compared
you.
to dinner? Kind of.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
A work lunch. Yeah.
Like for me, only on the weekends I would like do a big lunch. Otherwise, lunch is not a big deal to me.
Even on the weekend?
Only on the weekends I might.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, lunch and dinner are the big things because I often just skip breakfast.
Wait.
Sometimes yeah.
Sometimes you get what?
Sometimes I'll eat a later lunch, but like I'll have lunch and dinner. Like those are, I don't skip them.
Yeah, I don't really skipping them, but like when I'm busy, I just at least grab an energy bar for lunch. But what I noticed in HKU in Hong Kong University, for like my Chinese classmate or group members, they have to have to me, what I consider that's for dinner. That's a extravagant lunch. You guys are having like what you have for dinner.
Around there.
No, I don't think so. The last time I had Hong Kong food, sent me to ER.
Yeah, but like they have a lot of like innovations regarding sweets and stuff, or like they do place a lot of emphasis on like dim sum.
Like you mean there's a lot of selections?
Was it?
A lot of selections on food.
Yeah. Yeah, or like they import a lot of ideas from the West, usually. But like there's a lot of food choices for lunch and for like snacks and dim sum and all that. So I think that's normal for Hong Kong culture.
Lon, you were saying something?
I don't know about the rest.
Yeah. I read in a book that Vietnamese have a very big food culture. So like where breakfast is important to us, lunch is important, and dinner is important, and all of the snacks in between those. Yeah.
Well, you have snacks
So
between.
like we have a big snacking culture. We'll have like a I don't know what it's called, like dim sum and like dim sum like stuff, and then we'll have a bunch of like banh mi's in between, and we'll have like I forgot what it's called. It's like the weird pyramid shaped thingies, wontons or whatever. Yeah, like fried wontons.
But they're not pyramid shaped.
Isn't it pyramid shaped?
The American ones are, I think.
Huh.
Are you guys talking about like fortune cookie looking thing?
No. It's like wontons, but fried.
Huh. Never had that.
I'd have to see a picture.
Never had that, but
Yeah, but I think the lunch thing, man, is a Hong Kong thing, not because they're Chinese.
No, because I was talking to my group mate. I set a meeting for the afternoon, and we finished the class around like 12:30. I was like, "You wanna like grab something quick, so we can prepare for meeting. Also get stuff done before meeting, so we can like have a meeting like more, so that the meeting will be more efficient." And he was like, "Bro, I'm not even. I haven't had lunch yet." I'm like, "I know, but like we can go grab something like quick, like sandwich or like McDonald's." And he was like, "Bro, I want my lunch, like lunch." And then it just registered me to be like, "Oh, you're talking about dinner then?" So, yeah, that was like one of the things that I noticed from interacting with my group members. Like for me, like for me, I could just have this for in case you want to know what's inside. It's chicken
Wait,
wings.
how was that?
What?
Okay. Oh, okay.
McDonald's.
I was like, what the heck is that? Yeah. Well, I know it was McDonald's, but I was wondering, like, what do they sell
like, I've
fried
never
chicken
seen-
at McDonald's now?
Never seen a bucket from McDonald's.
Yeah, they have chicken wings. They have like chicken legs in Hong Kong. I mean in McDonald's. That is in Hong Kong. Yeah. Because I couldn't find my what's the name of it? Buffalo wing. They don't have that, and they don't have Chipotle. So.
Dude, you're so American.
Bro, they're so good though. I love buffalo wings and Chipotle. I found a Chipotle alternative yesterday. It was alright. It was kind of sweet. Okay, for that I'm not American. I don't like sweet.
What was it called?
The restaurant?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember names. I just look.
Is it like a chain?
What?
Is it a chain, or is it just
It's just like one.
like a specific Tom Gum?
I don't even know. I ordered it on the Deliveroo.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, it's called Mexican House by Soap Bros. Bros.
What?
I've never heard of it.
So
I mean, it's probably in Hong Kong.
this is what I ordered.
Oh.
Yeah, like the way they set up, it looks like Chipotle. So, and it's Mexican food. And I'll be like, voila, I found it.
Korean Mexican food, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like Korean Mexican. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. I just know. I mean, I just saw the Mexican food and without looking at the Soul Bros. So, but yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, I was saying like I can just having by grabbing one of those wings and continue doing my stuff because it's lunch. It's not like dinner. But apparently that's not the case here. Yeah,
I
man.
remember my mom making kind of a fuss about eating, proper lunches and things growing up too. Not like a hot pot or anything like that, but like not getting something quick or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I get what you mean now. In my college days, I just eat like a wheel of cheese and an egg for lunch. So yeah. Like I would never skip lunch, but like I guess it wasn't a big thing.
Oh yeah, and
That wasn't ideal, of course. Like I would have much preferred actually eating something.
yeah, like if you
That
got
was, like,
time,
cheap.
yeah, sure. Like if you got time, of course you're gonna go to a restaurant and have something good. But like if you got something to work on, like for me, I like how I prefer to finish my day is like finish my work and then have dinner. I could grab some stuff like even instant ramen will be my option just so I can get stuff done, but also get
Doesn't
energy.
sound like your dinner is much more extravagant than your lunch if it's like a hot pot.
No. Normally, it's not like. Sometimes I'll have like another instant noodle, and get some, those like Hong Kong snack in my instant noodle. But
Oh my god! No, I just realized. I thought you were so American that you were talking about Hot Pockets. Is that what you were talking about? Wait, did you say Hot Pockets at all? Like, did I just like dream that up? Oh my god!
I was actually under the impression that you were thinking that, but then you led to me to believe that because you just kept saying hot pot. So I was like, there's no way.
No.
Like, some sort of euphemism. Like, I'm not American enough to understand this.
Oh, should I wear a mask to just be like a white person? Oh, you're talking about Hot Pockets, like one of those stuff you can put in.
You just microwaved up a Hot Pocket for dinner.
I hate to say this. I hate to say this.
Oh,
But I do it all the time back in Seattle. I just feel like whenever I don't feel like cooking stuff, I'll just grab some.
I think we've all done it.
Yeah, like
I think we've all done it.
grab some Hot Pockets and some like shrimps. You know, like one of those like the box of shrimps and some beer IPA.
I'm not on a shrimp thing, but
And ham. That's my dinner. I usually have like very good dinner, but like right now I was like I don't see a lot of good food here in Hong Kong. I mean the food that I can eat that don't give me a diarrhea. Cause like literally whenever I have like I think I'm fine with Vietnamese food. But like whenever I have Chinese food, I'll usually just sit on the loo for a while. Or I'm fine with McDonald's and burgers.
Wait, is it the restaurants?
I think it's the
Is it
restaurant.
the restaurants?
Yeah, I think it's.
Okay, so it's not like the ingredients.
yeah, like what Chinese food do you eat, man?
I order takeouts. I don't know. It's like last time I ordered takeout from this one Chinese restaurant. It
Yeah,
gave
but
me.
like back at the fridge fried rice or something like that.
No, it's not. It's not. The picture from the picture, it looks very good and hygiene positive, but apparently not. And but if I go to the fancy Chinese restaurant, it won't give me diarrhea. But like apparently, I don't have time to go to a fancy Chinese restaurant,
Yeah.
and come back and finish my stuff. So I usually just go with either vegan, that for sure won't give me diarrhea or that I won't be sitting on the loo for a while. But then what else just be McDonald's and ramen. So yeah.
Okay, by the way, you definitely are European now.
Why?
Did you two pick up on it?
Wait.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I was gonna say that, but
I don't even know what you guys talking about, bro.
Dalu is
That makes it even better.
okay. Yeah.
No. Just give me a reason why you guys decided I'm more European. Because before that, you're saying I'm American.
I think an American would say like the toilet or something.
The John.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
there we go.
No, you know why I say
Where's the
loo?
bathroom?
No, you know why I say loo all the
Is
time?
your UK friend?
No.
You're European.
No, my grandma say all the time, but she was from Indiana, so
That's not an Indiana word.
well, she use it all the time. So
You're European.
no, I'm not,
Yeah.
bro. Gosh. Professor said he had a cockroach in Hong Kong University cafeteria, and he chew it, down, and he did not register that was a cockroach until he
Oh, you
until he
do you
spit
guys
it.
eat bugs in China?
Not really.
I don't know.
Don't just
Some
say
people eat bugs.
no. There are some people in province
Yeah.
eat bugs, but like not all Chinese people eat bugs.
Maybe he just wanted that extra protein, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know.
What am I trying to get out of is like a lot of Chinese restaurant or restaurant in Hong Kong are having roaches. So like, that you can see a lot of roaches in Hong Kong, even on the street, because the tropical weather, humidity. I don't see roaches in Seattle at all. Have you guys seen it?
I mean, I've lived in Florida and Nevada before, and there are cockroaches there, but I have not seen any in Seattle. No.
When I was working at the homeless shelter, I saw it once. There was some guy's locker was full of roaches and yeah, just roaches.
Well, like the roaches is different. The roaches here in Hong Kong, they can fly. They can fly, and they're like about this big. Bro, imagine you chewing
All
down.
roaches can fly.
No, well, apparently, in my how I imagine roaches to be a tiny roaches that couldn't fly, but like the roaches in Hong Kong is like super big. Like imagine you eating down a roaches about this big. Hell,
Tell you, man, it's just protein.
no, that's not protein at all. That's not.
What do you mean not protein at all? It's mostly protein.
Yeah, but will you eat
Bugs
it?
are super high in protein.
Okay, for our audience here, here's a question: will you eat the protein? The protein, the cockroach. If you ever had a chance
That's
to eat.
not what I'm saying, though.
But like, bro, have you guys seen the movie called Snow Train by Chris Evans? I think that's what it's called, right? They're having.
Wait, Snowpiercer?
I don't know, like bunch of people living on the train, and apparently the weather is like turning to
Yes, Snowpiercer.
yeah, super cold, and the people that are in the poverty are eating the so-called protein bar that is made of cockroach. So yeah, I don't
Give
think.
away the whole movie.
What's that?
Just give away the whole movie.
Oh, spoiler alert. Oops. Alright. Thank y'all for watching Dumb Apes. Well, we have 5 Dumb Apes on the scene today. And if you like our channel and our content, or if you want to give our more suggestion on how we gonna make this content or this channel, welcome to send me a message or even text me. Alright, thank you. Hit likes and subscribe.